Let me put a little light on in here. I've been, crying. I've been, a little taken aback because I didn't feel anything, about this until his brother spoke and was like, I know that Set would be proud. There's like, I don't know if I could do this. I just need strength. I need poise. I need to be like 100% confident. I need I'm gonna speak my truths, you know, my truth as someone who is in and out of the spiritual realm quite often. I spent a long time figuring out a lot of like genetic sequencing, to bring forth a son that will be able to change the world, And when I was in the spiritual realm, it wasn't the best time. Each of the gods and stuff, they were all mad at each other and they were all fighting for like the throne and things like that. They all wanted their lineage to be the next to rule, the earth. And, I did the best that I can. After I received the genetics, and I didn't tell anybody because they were in the process of killing a bunch of children, like a bunch of pregnant women, midwives. It was a very tumultuous time in the spiritual realm. So every single lifetime, I had to give him away. I had to like move him through the river of time. I had to put him into the river of time and then allow somebody else to raise him. In order for him not to have to die or go through this again. And I thought that that was the best move for us, as a earth, as a society. That was the best thing. Um, this is I I believe that society and humanity, you know, is going to benefit a lot from his birth and his death. In the spiritual realm, was I was able to make sure that everything is lined up. That everything is lined up. So if that that was my burden to carry because I could, you know what? There's so much more at play than a lot of you guys notice. There's so much more at play, you know? And no, I did not know him personally. But when you have to understand is when you have people on the same frequency in the spiritual realm, they find each other. They link up. They make sure that they know that we are here, that he is here, that I am here. And he was always spiritually there because his frequency was so high and mine is so high. Whenever he would sleep, he would always come to me, always come to the side of my bed. And he's like, I know that you're here. I know that you're here. Allow me to find you. And I kept saying, no, that's not time. It's not time. I haven't learned. I don't remember who I am. There's no time. Like, I have to finish my lessons before I can even involve myself in groups talking about my story, talking about why my frequency is so high. And truth be told, I kind of am beating myself up for it because the opportunity in the spiritual realm is so vast to be able to communicate with your people, to be able to sit there. But I almost feel like I ignored it and I pushed it off so that I could focus. I'm going to explain to you guys a brief snippet of what happened in my visions. He went through the hall with Anubis. They weighed his heart, and he proceeded through the doors. He proceeded through the hall of doors, where he was greeted by his ancestors, his Agun, the kings and queens in our lineage. No, I don't really care right now. I don't care. When I was there, the soul of my husband was there, and he was there. And we all hugged. We all stood, and he was in the middle, and we all hugged. He cried. He knew who he was, and he cried because he was happy to be home. But he knew his journey was not over. He went back with the Father, with the Son, with Ra, where he proceeded into the sun. He was gifted with a horse, and the sky opened up and all that fun stuff, and he was up. He leads an army now. He leads an army in the spiritual war. Forget about conspiracies and all that kind of stuff. You guys, something big is coming. Something so big, nothing can stop it. In the end of At the end of all of this, I want everybody to just understand the spiritual world and how it works. We are waking up at fast paces and remembering who we are. There is a 1% out there with the DNA sequences that are gods and goddesses. I keep having to prove who I am, and I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of doing it. The energy from his soul is everywhere. It's coming down like code sequences of gold, and I could feel it because I coded it. He has the genetics of my father's, of his father, of me. He had a lot of gifts to walk into rooms and heal people without you even noticing you're being healed. His soul was always at play, always. Everything he did, he had a million different souls gifting. He was gifting in the physical, but if you guys could see how bright his spiritual being was, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. But he did a lot of it in secret. He did a lot of healing in secret because he knew that they would be out to get him. The story has been replayed over and over and over. I felt like a kick to my gut, you know. In the physical world, I was just like, oh, I didn't know him, you know. It's just like, huh. But in the spiritual world, it's like my soul was being ripped and ripped and ripped. It was just like a greater awakening than anything I've ever experienced. It was bigger. I felt every single atom, every single cell in my being shredded. The sacrifice to bring us all into the upgrades that we need. Again, he has a mother, he has a father, he has a wife, he has children, all of that. And I am so sorry for your loss. This is not an attempt to overshine, to say I was someone just because he died, just to get a sense of empowerment. There's no empowerment in pain. I don't want to be placed in a category of your guys' physical existence. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy that you got to have him around you and be with him and love him and experience him. But in the Agun, in the ancestor realm, in Oro, he was my child. There was this story when I was up and I was planting a garden, and he came running down the like line of where I was planting, and each step he planted his own seeds and it grew like that. And I'm on my knees digging, planting, covering, rubbing my hands and making it grow, providing water and shelter, and he just walks and plants and it grew. He was so happy all the time. Like he was excited in heaven. Like he was always excited. He was always like, I can't wait. I can't wait to show them what I can do. He's like, I can't wait to show them, Mom, what I can do. And I would always just tell him to take it, like, be calm, be patient, you know. But he was always so excited to go forward. I don't care how many people will talk about me, talk crap. Go into the spiritual realm, come to me, and I will speak my truth to you there too. Go to the spiritual realm and you will see. I have I have done a lot for this world, and I'm not holding that in anymore. I've given so much in the spiritual realm to be able to push this world forward. And now y'all just pushed the wheel. I'm telling you right now, if people keep coming to me in the spiritual realm, being like, who do you think you are? I'm going to stop. Everything that I've done, I'm going to stop. Because it keeps hurting me again. And I can only take so much. I can only take so much. Having to prove myself over and over and over and over. As a Black woman, I already got to do that here. So I'm begging you guys to stop. Right now is my morning state. Right now, in the spiritual realm, you guys don't have any clue what's going on over there. But the battles are being fought, the wars are being because of one act that we see time and time again. And it's gonna keep it's I want everybody in the spiritual, keep your third eye open for what's about to happen. Keep your third eye open. We are still in the midst of our upgrades, so do not fight unless you have enough energy to sustain these upgrades. Do not fight. Call on the Father. Call on the mothers. There's going to be a gathering. There's going to be a gathering, a very, very, very close-knit gathering. I'm ready to come out of hiding. I'm done with all of this hiding away. I'm going to share with you guys the numbers that I received. Okay, so he was born on, he was born on August 15th. Oh man. You know what? Never mind. You guys will figure out the numbers on your own. I don't really need to do anything with that. I'm just gonna get a card. I don't know why. I'm just leaning towards that right now. Okay. Okay. I don't know what to do anymore. I think I'm just gonna be done for right now. I'm gonna go meditate because I'm getting a couple people here in my home, spiritually. Um, and I don't wish to fight anymore. I ask my Father to reprimand the people who seek to harm me, who seek to harm our lineage. I don't have anything else right now, but I'm gonna meditate and try to get centered. Have a good day.